Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome to Tim's Take Live. I'm your host, Tim Black. Have you heard what US Airways did? I don't know if you heard it or not, but it is probably the biggest screw up ever on social media. Ever. And you know what? I can say that and stand behind it. I can stand behind it. I think my statement's going to hold up to cross-examination by the best attorneys. You can bring Johnny Cochran out here and I could prove what I'm saying is right. I'd win the fucking case. This is what happened when US Airways sent a tweet out. Now look here. So, as you can see here, initially there was nothing to this thing. You know, it was a customer complaining about some shit they really shouldn't have been complaining about. I mean, yeah, the flight was delayed. What do you want me to do about it, lady? Huh? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to make you go back in time and make time move forward for you, or make the plane not be late, or let that person who got sick on that flight not delay the flight before your flight? I mean, what do you really want us to do? You landed, you would think that would be good enough. Problem is, they want to bitch and complain about something. It's like that nosy neighbor that lives next door to me. Oh. Cunt. Anyway, so as you can see, things looks pretty normal, right? But then this response out of the blue comes from US Airways. What the hell is that? What the hell? Where'd that come from? What does my complaint have to do with this big-assed woman? Yeah, it's big-assed woman sitting up here. You know, contrary to popular opinion, I don't like big, huge, big asses. You know? Little structure to my puncture. But anyway, so you can imagine the surprise that the customer must have felt after receiving that response. Anyway, this thing went across the internet lightning speed. Lightning speed. Folks were talking about this. I mean, God. And most people had posted the real picture. I can't get a real picture, man. I'm trying to make a living here. I can't put the real picture, you nasty fucker. You nasty bastard who wants to see pornography on YouTube. But go in my link description. I'll link you to it. I'll link you to it. But you're not missing out on anything, man. Just imagine a real big ass. Real big pink ass. There you go. For guys who've never seen a real big pink ass, once again, you're not missing much. You're not. Ladies too. Ladies who want to see a real big pink ass, there you go. That's all it was, is a real big pink ass. And then, you know, you look at something like this that happens and you say, okay, now I get it. You know, an unemployment rate, a dropout rate, all this shit. Because the person who sent this tweet has a job. They have a job. They're employed. You get it now, don't you? You say, oh, America's not doing so good in the economy. America's not doing so good compared to other countries. This person who sent this tweet, they got one job. One fucking job. Respond to customers on Twitter and they send an ass shot. Not even a beautiful ass shot. They send this ass shot. Think of all the ass shots that are available. All the ass shots in the world that you could send. Like that little cute girl on House of Lies. Like that little genie. I don't know her name. And like the little girl that was on, Sanaa Lathan. Like, you could send Sanaa Lathan's ass. Or Kerry Washington. Or Beyonce's ass. Rihanna's ass. Even Miley Cyrus's ass looks better than this ass. But still, that being said, this is going to go down in history as probably the biggest brand fuck up ever. I mean, you're going to have to work really hard to beat this. And they say no publicity is bad publicity. Yeah, I think it is. If you got a picture of a woman spread eagle and a plane, yeah, that's sticking out of vagina, yeah, that's kind of bad. And that's all the late night hosts are going to be talking about. That's all they're going to talk about for, it's something to talk about. I'm talking about it. You're talking about it. Anyway, so here's the question, folks. What do you think US Airways can do to bounce back, to get back on the right course after this tremendous screw up? I say you just start a publicity campaign. You go with it. You got to spin off the momentum. and say, you know, you got to be something. Use some. You got to make fun of yourself. Don't just apologize. Make fun of yourself. Go with the momentum of the moment and embrace it and move forward. You know, somebody pushes you, pretend you're running that way. This is something I learned when I was a kid. Somebody pushed me, girls looking, act like I'm running that way. Hey, what's up, baby? Ain't nothing, you know, saying I always, you know, that's how I get my, you know, keep my motor running, you know, baby, you know what I'm saying? Keep my post rate up, you know, I'm in training, baby. You know, that's how you got to do it, US Airways. So what would be your suggestions, ladies and gentlemen, about what US Airways needs to do, you know, considering the situation? Leave your comments below. I'm Tim Black. This is Tim's Take Live for TTL Media. Thanks for watching this video. And don't forget to answer the question in the comments section. Just because she big don't mean I wanna. You need to get that out your head. Stop thinking racial. Racial. Right? I like women that work out too. Just because I don't. I want nobody big as me. You understand what I'm saying? I want nobody big as me. All right? I'm serious. I want to be the biggest thing in the bed, all right?
Tim, you have outdone yourself today. That's got to be the dumbest news you have ever reported. I'm proud of you, man.